Unfortunately, it's come to that almost, and it hurts me. But hey man, something had to be done. The inequality can't continue. You can't have some humans with all of the things, billions and billions of dollars, all of the assets, multiple homes, all that kind of stuff, while other people don't even have a place to stay. Man, it's not cool. That's we if we don't take care of the weakest element on our planet, we ain't doing it right. And we're going to continue to be plagued by all the things that we're plagued by. So this is a chance to do it right, man. People are throwing around the term world peace, and if it's got to be somewhere, why not in the middle of winter, in the middle of Canada, so that the rest of the world can follow suit, man. World peace starts from within, and I get my peace from knowing that I'm doing something that matters. So come on out, do something that matters with people that matter. Give you one look around here, and then tune in to our Instagram in about an hour. We'll be up on the hill, okay?
The soup is so good. Canada Unity makes it every day. Oh my gosh, it just warms your soul.
Oh, can I try some?
Yeah. And I love meat, and sometimes it's just vegetable, and it's so good. It warms your heart.
He warms my heart. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna move on here, folks. Move over to Instagram in about an hour. We are having some fun. Changing the world, man. It might be cold, but it's worth it. Today's not bad, actually. It's only like -5 or something like that. And the week is supposed to be nice and warm like that as well. So, yeah, the weekend comes, there's a snowstorm. Oh, yeah. Well, there's so many information. I'm not going to download it all to you now. Stay tuned.
Drivers around you as well. We are sending it out, getting things organized to get fuel to everybody that needs it. My live feeds are all cut down. Hey, I just lost another TikTok account. I'll start another one later when I have time. Most people are watching this anyways. Again, I will be converging down to the bottom of the 416 Angelo's, the SO card lock. I'm going to be down there around 3 o'clock. All the guys that do want to run to the Toronto area, again, please leave as orderly as possible. We don't want to disrupt the flow of traffic in the Ottawa area. We're not going to meet up in the Ottawa area, just to keep the flow of traffic going safely and to not interrupt that. We will meet there at Angelo's, have a coffee, get ourselves ready, and then we are going to roll into Toronto. Many trucks in the Toronto area. Get ready. We're going to have some fun down there. Even if you can only join for a day when we're down there. Guys are rolling from the west in a second leg, coming out this way to Ottawa too. Some of them are planning on coming down through this way to meet us. Some will be rolling across the northern route as well. And we are in talks right now. I think we're going to spread the love to the east side as well, to Montreal. I will not be organizing that. So we'll keep watching the other organizers. Somebody will be appointed to that, but hey, we all need love, so we're going to send a couple thousand that way too. Hope you're all having a great day. I'll update you shortly. Thank you. It's still wonderful. The support here is incredible. I love it. I kind of almost don't want to head back to Toronto with a convoy, but that's kind of being selfish. You guys need to experience this for yourself. So we're going to bring it to you best we can. Guys, again, meet me at the bottom of the 416 at Angelo's. We'll support that place a little bit. We'll get fueled up down there. And then we're going to roll west. Again, kind of the same format here, single file. We don't want to disrupt traffic, safe as possible. They are calling for a snowstorm tomorrow, and we're not going to let that get in the way. We don't want to disrupt traffic, so we'll get comfortable for a little while, and we'll get organized, and we're going to spread the love. We're thinking about doing this in every major city across the country. It's going to take a while to organize that, so give us some time. The boys out there have already been doing it. Gotta love Canada. Together we stand strong, and we're staying on our feet, Ottawa. And it's pretty unacceptable last night. I'm just going to leave it at that. But we're still standing here, and we're standing here for you. Don't forget that, please. Wish everybody a great day. I'll talk to you in a while.
Sick. So could you tell us a bit more about COVID in children, and particularly about the issue of vaccinating children when they don't seem to get sick from this disease?
Sure. And, so I'm coming at this as an academic scientist. So we've been looking at the data since the beginning of COVID, so from about March 2020. What we found was that COVID was very amenable to risk stratification. And that told us
are related to Trudeau's carbon tax that he's been raised 3 times in the past 4 years, and it's not going lower.
Well, you know that the ropes are getting tight when the trolls come out.
Gas prices are massive over here. We're paying £1.50 a litre of diesel now, which is horrendous. But yeah, it is what it is.
I would love to see the carbon tax get thrown out the window, as well as Trudeau.
Amen, Neptune. Amen. Cheers to that, brother.
Did you say that Germany and Denmark dropped the mandate? I know about Denmark, but I'm from Germany and I haven't heard anything. They're actually still discussing the mandate, but maybe I misheard what you guys said.
Yeah, well, I think 10 years from now, all the trucks will be electric, so hopefully the carbon tax won't even matter.
I'm looking for it too, Tammy, and I can't see anything about scrapping the mandate in Germany.
Yeah, Denmark is confirmed. They did scrap the mandate in Denmark. Germany, I'm not sure.
Have $300,000 to buy a truck and a box load of batteries.
Wholeheartedly agree with that, Neptune. Stand behind you.
Hey, Les, are you still in contact with a bunch of the guys in Ottawa?
Hey guys, just shared an article from the Associated Press about the lies that they're telling about the protest. It's actually very egregious.
You guys should be looking at Austria. Austria is the one where I've been seeing has been tightening those screws on the mandates. And if they have, in fact, released those mandates, that's where it's really, really, really huge.
Quebec has just announced that they're dropping the unvaccinated tax.
Listen.
Well, that's a start.
18 naked cowboys in the showers that ran.
Don't listen to Elon Musk. He's making self-drive cars, trucks, I mean.
I just finished listening to Trudeau's brother speak out, and I got the biggest smile on my face.
I think the vaccine tax was a bluff anyway.
Cactus, 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 cactus.
What does Trudeau's brother have to say? Don't mind me asking.
Trudeau's brother is not happy with what he's doing. He told him to listen to the people and to stop what he's doing and to show the real truth behind this, and that he only had 3 options, and that's what he had to do.
Go truckers go. And by go truckers go, I mean get the fuck out of our city.
Oh, that's awesome that Trudeau's brother said that. We all already knew he was doing some shady stuff, but this just confirms it even more.
Looks like Trudeau's brother is angling for the top job.
Yeah, it goes a lot deeper than that. He said some pretty horrifying things, but at the same time, they were exciting things.
Yeah, there was a live video or interview that he had done last Friday. If anybody could tell, because I can't remember, it's his half brother, but if somebody could mention his name, because I can't remember it, then you can Google it up.
Most patriotic event, most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Thank you, truckers.
Yeah, I believe it's Kyle Kemper. Kyle Kemper.
It is. It's Kyle Kemper. I will put his name in the chat so that you have the correct spelling.
And just to give you a bit of information about the Quebec non-vaccinated tax, that would have never flown because it breaks so many laws. And that was just a scare tactic to get the non-vaccinated to get vaccinated. But it was never going to fly, and it was never going to be approved. So we have to return.
I personally prefer the term pure blood.
There's an article in the British papers last week saying that basically those of us that aren't vaccinated are mental and should be treated as terrorists and put into re-education camps. That's the way we're going here.
No, we don't need to think like that. No, that's too far-fetched.
Hey, I'm downtown Ottawa. Can you tell me where I can find a trucker that loves cum?
Just realizing that trolls are the lowest life form known to man.
That's funny. Put us into re-education for having critical thinking skills. Why? So they can brainwash us to be liberal like all these trolls and snowflakes on here?
The trolls are very low vibrational. You can just tell in their conversation and how they interact. Like, again, like you guys say, who would not want this? Why are you fighting against this? What is wrong with you? They're so crazy mentally. It's insane. It's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, well, that's the liberal mindset for you.
Well, I mean, a lot of people see the racist stuff and sort of affiliate it with the anti-vaxxer movement, and it's because like a lot of these truckers are racist, and a lot of you guys are.
I knew that the moment the great governing spirit strikes the blow to divide all humanity into just 2 opposing factions, I would be on the side of the common people.
It was citywide towing that's lining up in Milk River to go to the border right now.
All right, the boys at Ram Ranch ready to suck some dicks. Get out of here, boys.
We are all one. Just some of us were educated differently, that's all.
Just a quick reminder, folks, any accusations of racism or actual racism will be removed and banned from the group. Thank you.
Basically, they don't want anybody with the ability to think for themselves, and that's what we're standing up for: the right to free choice, freedom of speech, and body autonomy.
I'd just like to say for all the trolls, they're just very lucky we live in a free country. We want to keep it that way.
I'm in North Bay, Ontario, and I was just informed by the police update that there's a slow roll convoy going through North Bay for anyone who can't make it to Ottawa. And there's a City Hall protest tomorrow to ask that all mandates be dropped.
Welcome to the Cum Zone.
No Antifa comes in forms of cyber attacks too, so it's just a way to discredit and interrupt communications.
Just remember they're probably paid anyway.
That the only hate is not from the protesters. Anyways, we support you guys. We love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. We're supposed to head out of town, but you know what? We're coming back into Ottawa to support you one more time before we head up to Timmins. So you guys keep going. We love you guys.
Can we confirm again? I'm sorry, I didn't catch the date that the slow roll was going to be in North Bay.
All right, boys, time to leave Ottawa and suck some cowboy dicks.
Hey, just curious, guys. How many soup kitchens have you robbed today?
Hello, another good listen is listening to Brian Peckford talking to Jordan Peterson.
Did somebody say cowboy dick?
Can you expand on that, please?
Spiritpalooza 2022.
You trolls really need lives. Honestly, people are out there trying to fight for freedom just because you're sheeple and took your vaccine and you obey the government. Like, get a life.
Happening to the city of Ottawa? It looks like shit down here.
Stay positive. Don't listen to these fools.
It's because of the trolls. The trolls are here because you guys are showing what power in numbers can do. And it makes them afraid. Go Canada.
If anybody wants to help the moderators by reporting these trolls, all you have to do is click on the message button. You'll see all of the little icons. Click on whichever one, and then you can spam it.
Do you guys know how to get paid for trolling? It seems.
Exactly, and we have to stop feeding the fire. The more we feed the fire, the more excited these guys get.
Anybody know how to suck a cowboy dick?
All right, we need to get off.
At these places like Yulin, spawns wet markets, other areas of China that are like bright cities from Yulin. And what evilness happens in Yulin spreads into the other cities. And that's where you get the wet market. That's where they kill thousands of species that shouldn't even be there, that should not even be up for sale, that should not even be able to have somebody kill them in the ways that they do. Okay, and there's no regulations there, zero oversight. It is a disease cesspool. Okay, this is the problem. If we don't even protect the innocent animals that have no one there for them, that are getting killed and murdered by other humans, whether they're in a different country or sharing different laws, are they still not our neighbors? Are the actions that they do we really think that it's not going to come back and affect us some way, somehow? Viruses, whether it be COVID-19, Ebola, whatever, if you think that a virus can only be spawned in a city like that and not in a country like Canada, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, whether it's going to be next year, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. If we do not start taking care of the animals and the lives that need us, we are going to die too. So, what I'm up here to say is we need to pressure the government to do something about what's happening there in China at those wet markets. Because even today, they are still killing these dogs and animals, and the government is doing nothing. They're having an Olympics. This is our opportunity, okay, to tell them and to put pressure and to have those places like the wet market just be stopped. When those places are stopped, there's no more viruses coming out of there. It's not going to be spreading. It's not only in Yulan, it's in Africa too. Every July to kill dogs.
Sorry, guys. I guess they didn't realize that this was no more lockdowns. Stop all the mandates.
The way these animals are treated there. If we save the animals, then we will be able to, maybe we'll be able to deserve to live too. Thank you guys very much for giving me the time. Okay, bless you all. Okay, and bless Canada. You guys are just here for love. You guys are all just here for peace. There's no racism here. It's just all lies. We are here for the truth. Thank you guys so much. God bless Canada.
Thank you, Magnus. Save the puppies. Save the puppies. Oh my God, we're winning. Are we winning? Look at us. Oh, it's loud though. So, up next, I have a little man. His name is Braden. And he's got a message for us all. Here you go, buddy.
Thank you very much. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about here is just all the stuff that they're doing inside the schools. So I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and there it's very, very bad in the schools because they leave all the windows open, at least half open. And I have to wear a jacket, mitts, and sometimes a toque. So it's really hard to keep on doing that every single day, all day. And this has been happening for quite a long time. And I know I've been having to wear masks for over 2.5 years. So, yeah, it's just really hard, and I want this to be over already. So, I hope you guys acknowledge that. And this is a message for Justin. Justin, if you do not come to Ottawa in the next 24 hours, there is going to be some seriously bad things that are going to happen. And also, if you do, I'm going to challenge you to something. If you can name all the countries in the world off by heart, then, well, it's your choice. But if I win, I get to lift these mandates. Thank you very much.
So cute.
You're amazing. You're amazing. Yeah. From Manitoba. Save the children. Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dad. Great job. All right, foot soldiers. I think we're going to have a little bit of music before our next speaker. So they are coming. They are coming. We are winning. We are winning. Hold the line. Hold the line. We ain't moving. We're not going anywhere. This ain't over until those mandates are done. And Trudeau goes to Estonia or wherever they'll take him. So, DJ, can you DJ some tunes?
last year because of COVID.
Like, the masks don't really bother me as much because I can take them off and put them in the bin at the end of the day, but it's the vaccines. Don't know what's in it, don't want to know.
The boys from Wellington are here with lots of premium lolly hentai. Right.
I live in a very rural town, and he threatened to fire me because I told him that it was unhealthy, unsafe for me, knowing my condition. He forgot about my health concerns, and he threatened to fire me. That's how bad it was. But because of my condition with my broken ribs, I had to tolerate and put up with it.
Too sweet.
Oh, they got the stage to move, you see? They've opened up the street. Interesting. They moved the stage. All right, wow, we're up into it. Hey, get this shared out. They created an entire laneway across the part of the building to get through. It appears the big stage that has the crane on it used to go across the road and now is off to one side of the road. So there you go.
Nobody seems to realize it's a gene therapy. It alters genes. I don't understand what's so difficult about people realizing that. How they get away with calling it a vax is your guess as good as mine.
Go break.
I'll post a picture in chat here for you guys, but the dictionaries were paid off to go and change their definition of what a vaccine is to include mRNA gene altering therapy. It's quite interesting.
I agree, Neptune. I mean, you know something is wrong, like when Webster's are going changing the textbook definition of a vaccine just to suit the narrative. Oh, it's shady as hell.
Number one, it's an experimental poison. And number two, masks are causing respiratory disorders in many, many kids that but doctors are quietly telling their patients.
Good morning, everyone.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fuck.
Just to answer the question for the lady with the family doctor, you can make a complaint to the health order on any misconduct that he does and not respecting your wishes, and they will take it seriously.
So I guess.
Yeah, we'll go up onto the Parliament grounds a little bit here. We'll see what's going on. These are the badass guys. They got their shit on lock. Clearly, I've always had a good time dealing with these people down here. Actually, the police, especially on the parliamentary grounds, some of them actually have been very helpful and amazing. Actually, so hey, I guess it just depends on your experience.
It's time for careful ball. A story where your soul is at my feet.
Without being coerced or forced or
for everything. They bring down angels like All of the mountain. Every kind of thing.
Of de-escalation.
I think what we're going to do is probably get ourselves an invitation to film from on top of the stage when the speeches go on. So hold on, I know her. Let's make our way. Hey, good to see you. Good to once that takes place, the Russians too are willing to engage in continued dialogue. As to what form, as to the timing, that will depend on the receipt of the Russian response to our response.
So you keep talking about this Venn diagram with the overlapping areas, but the thing is that President Putin said today that you guys have ignored their main requests, and that's not exactly true. You guys haven't ignored them. You've just flat out rejected them and told them that they're non-starters and you're not going to. So you're well aware of what they are, and you're not ignoring them. You're just saying, no, we're not going to go there. So I'm just wondering if, given that, if you think that there is still an opportunity to resolve this without getting into what the Russians' main concerns are.
We heard from President Putin a variety of things. I will leave it to the Kremlinologists out there, budding, professional, amateur, otherwise, to read the tea leaves and try to interpret the significance of those remarks. For our part,
then forming a correct opinion, not just listening to a few doctors and thinking you know it all.
Science is never
So it's safe to assume that you guys all support abortion, right?
You should get the national anthem going again. That was awesome last time you guys did it.
And that score. What's the score on that hockey game? Does anybody know, actually? I think that's wicked. When I heard that, I couldn't stop laughing.
We are Canadian. We love our hockey.
I just have a question. I just wondered, I wanted to clarify something. So if we're fighting freedom of choice, is that for the Vax Pass too?
Sorry to step on you there, Neptune. Take it away.
Support trucks patrolling the area, making sure that everybody is comfortable and okay. The trucks get what they need. See, film right there, everybody. Share that little piece out right there. Clip that one. Support trucks patrol the area, making sure all the truckers are okay, with propane tanks in the back and everything. And to keep going back out to different gas stations, that's support as well too. You know how many businesses in the local area, gas stations, truck stops, rest stops, stuff like that, are making sure to assist this? Because that's another thing. Because the establishment has lost control. The establishment has lost control in this entire country. This is, once again, everybody so happy and so blessed and proud to show you this. This is Wellington Avenue, downtown Ottawa. I give you another walk up again as well too to show you how far back things go. We're gonna walk up that street. This is Wellington, Parliament Hill, day 4. This is Supreme Court building right there. So many fist bumps, so many high fives. Day 4. Staying power. Very loud. Share this out, everybody. And be positive. Share out as much positivity as you can. Because there's no concern. There's no truckers being messed with. There's nobody stuck in a situation that they don't need to be stuck in or don't want to be stuck in. No one's being harmed. No one's being hurt. And the supplies, look up here. Oh, yeah. Look. Harm with supplies? Didn't he? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
I just had goosebumps the whole week so far.
Hi.
I used to drive along for 3 years.
Nice.
Nothing is fancy as that.
Look at the amount of supplies. Canada, come to Ottawa. Let's change the world. Just amazing. If you want to assist our boots on the ground reporting here live from Freedom Convoy 2022 in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, please go to www.wham.live and hit the donate button. Everything that you can assist us with is an absolute blessing. We thank you guys so much for all the support. Lots of new reports out on wham.live. Go to www.wham.live. Lots of new reports there. And we will get some live streams up on wham.live today as well, too. So if you know anybody that doesn't like to use social media, Facebook and the like, you can tell them to go to wham.live for reports coming here right from Ottawa. Just click the live stream button. And looks like the crowd of people down here is still, of course, very large. We go once again. Streets all blocked off that way.
I definitely just want to be able to keep my job and make money so I could pay my mortgage. That would be nice. Pretty simple.
Hey, I think that we should try and start.
Okay, let's hear some trucker talk, please, trucker talk.
10-4 rubber ducky. Let's hear it.
Let's get some horns going. Honk, honk.
Safe travels, Les.
How are these guys? Copy that. She's slushy out here, snowing a bit, and yeah, snow plows are out.
Drive safe, Les, bud.
Guys, I have some good news to share. It seems like Quebec has scrapped their vaccination or the tax on the unvaccinated. So whatever we are doing, it's working. Great job.
Thank you for that information. And to the gentleman who said about letting the trolls speak, I actually agree with that because we're wanting our voices heard. Let them have their voice heard. part of having a peaceful protest is being able to accept the criticism from the other end as well.
I think the reason why they've been trying to keep the trolls off too is because there's a lot of little kids listening. And if the kids hear, you know, a lot of the stuff that's coming through, it's not really nice for little ears. I mean, you know, there's other channels for that, but that's kind of the point.
They have nothing positive to say or anything that's constructive criticism, so there's no point in hearing them out.
That, and like we've mentioned numerous times, there are kiddos that like to listen in on this channel and see how our frontliners are doing. So we don't really want them hearing that stuff either.
Take care. Thanks, man. You too. Just another look at that. Did you hear all that? Did you hear all that? Sorry, I'm not giving you these kind of reports and nice little shareable clips, guys. Do the work yourself. I'll give you credit for it. Anybody wants to clip out some of your conversations that you've seen in this live right now, do so. Send them back to me. I'll give you credit for it. We're backlogged with so many interviews and reports here right now. If I were to get enough donations, I would literally be hiring.
Yeah, I agree. As long as, like, I mean, I'm just saying I have 3 little kids that are listening. So, you know, and they can hear and they love to hear what the truck drivers have to say and the songs and all that stuff. So for me, that's all it is. It's like if we can keep the swearing and the nasty like music and stuff out, that's my point.
Do you agree?
Same. We have 3 kids here listening to as well, and some of the stuff being on from the trolls is very discouraging.
You know, there are kids that live in downtown Ottawa too.
Yeah, I don't. This is.
People to work behind.
Users being on their service, and it might be a good time for them to think about cell phone verification like Google, where you have to have a valid carrier phone number or photo ID entered into the program. And you know, that would be a useful measure, and it would cut out all the trolls completely. And you know, everybody can provide that information, generally 99% of the population, right?
Has anybody considered that these trolls could be Trudeau's henchmen, his bully boys?
I agree with all of you guys, actually, and what you said. I'm not talking about the people who are coming on saying disgusting things. I have little children here as well that don't need to hear that. But, like, you can block them out as much as you want, but I've heard them come back several times since I've been on here just today alone. So it's really hard to stop that from happening.
The RCMP is down here on Wellington, and we're at Ram Ranch ready to.
Cool.
I'm going to head back to Parliament area. Thank you all for joining me. It's a beautiful Tuesday. The weather's not too bad. Big relief after those 3 cold nights. And yesterday was fairly mild.
Oh, wow. Can I record that? Oh, it is. Shot a cool bell. Kind of like a cowbell, but. Looks like they're still playing hockey up ahead, but the plan is still to go to Parliament, so let's check it out. Streets are still, I mean, considering the snow, fairly immaculate in terms of garbage. And they seems like they plowed everything on the sidewalk, so that's nice.
Agencies, and I guess I should cover this, from this press conference, including the Toronto Star and CBC, who were banned from this press conference. And the reason they were banned is twofold. First, this entire week, the CBC, Toronto Star, Yahoo News was retweeting and reposting, a few others, kept putting stories out that our GoFundMe was frozen or suspended because of nefarious reasons. Right-wing truckers, that was the dangerous people. And it was hysterical. Me and Tamara were talking. Remember one day when the Toronto Star story came out that GoFundMe has frozen the account, and I called her, and I says, everything okay? She's like, yeah, I just got off the phone with them 45 minutes ago. They're great. They're helping out. Everything's going to be sorted out. That was purely just a fake story. And was that fake story to sabotage the donations that were coming in? Probably. We'll see a lot of that in media. And then when the Toronto Star put that cartoon that Jordan Peterson put up, that sort of extremism, we're not going to tolerate. So we know if we had invited the Toronto Star, CBC, all these mainstream news organizations will do, they always do, and Kean, I'm sure you've seen it many, many times. They'll come in with 5 people, and they'll have these giant cameras, and they'll take up half the floor space and bully everybody else. And that's not what this is about. This is about us coming together, talking to one another, answering any questions that you have. If we have the answer, we'll tell you. If we don't have the answer, we'll tell you. We don't know. And just have a nice conversation with each other and go from there.
Can I ask, what's the status of the truckers? I had heard that not all of them got to the Hill yesterday. Some are stuck outside of the city still. What's going on? Where are they sitting? Are they well fed? What's going on?
The problem is when people ask the truckers, which truckers? There's so many convoys coming from different places. We've all lost track of them. There's a couple of convoys coming from Quebec alone, one that's coming from the Maritimes. A few from Western Canada, and they all got separated. I don't know if you saw the drone footage of the trucks. How many?
Okay, so I did ask what the deal was with speakers. And could somebody from independent media go up and speak? And maybe because I was filming, it seemed awkward to them. And I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but I'll go ahead and say I was pretty much just shut down right there. If you go up and just say, "Hi, I'm random activist," you can go and speak. I don't know. I said, "Hey, well, Ezra Levant spoke up there a couple days ago." Really, though, I'm not here to be a speaker anyways, guys. It's okay. I might have enjoyed a moment to do it just because, but not really that important to me. Doesn't matter.
I really want to know from very, very confused. And up next, it seems like we've got two little freedom lovers in the snow. So let's get them on the wall.
Okay. I am going to cut the feed right now. Just wanted to make sure everybody still had live reporting from Parliament Hill, as that is where I am once again. Parliament Hill, day 4. The truckers go nowhere. There are freedom-loving Canadians and more truckers coming in from around the country. Canada, stand tall. Be proud. The world is watching. This is all natural formation. There's no hidden agenda. This is just free humanity. This is instinct. This is will. Hold the line. Hold the line. This is history. This is what they don't want you to see. The establishment cannot control the narrative. anymore. You need to be positive. You need to share with your friends the message that there is no confusion and no chaos happening in Ottawa. This is a message that needs to be put out to the world. I can tell Facebook is censoring me right now as my live can't go more than 425 viewers, and I'm sure that number is lying to me right now. We're probably going to start to see more censorship, so share, share, share. This is what they cannot control. This is why they're hiding. This is why they're not reporting anything more than 15-second blurbs and nonsense. Because this has never happened before. But because they think it's a problem, they can't figure it out. Again, day 4, 5 deep, and not moving. Share this to the world. This is day 4 of free humanity. The Great Reset ended here. Hold the line. No further. Medical tyranny is DOD. DOD, dead on arrival. No more. Welcome to Truckistan, Canada. I'm going to go and do what I know the world loves to see, because of course I love to see it too. I'm going to go do, before I might cut the feed, and tell me right now if you want to go, if you want me to cut the feed or keep going. I mean, I'm going to be hurting my data pretty bad, and I'm paying out the ass right now for extra data. If you want to go help support the filming that we're doing here and independent journalism, citizen journalism, please go to www.wham.live and go hit that donation button. As even right now, I am paying a lot of money for data to present this to the world. So I know a lot of people love this shot. Thanks, guys. Majority. Thank you. Yes, yeah. Data plans are very expensive, and I'm running through data like crazy out here. But I don't want to just hit record all the time. I want to go live, and so you need to screen record. Do whatever you can. Do whatever you can to get these feeds and put them out in whatever other way you can as well too. To every single platform imaginable. You don't have to even credit me. I don't care. Credit Winnipeg Alternative Media, fine. Thank you so much. But it doesn't really matter. Just get these feeds, and move them, and keep the message positive. Yes! Let's go, baby! Keep the message positive. No negativity, anybody, because there is none here. They're lying to you. They're lying to you. They are lying to you. But they can't anymore. The narrative is shattering. It's breaking. It's dissolving. Keep moving the information. Keep moving the information. Move it. and hold the line. Support your truckers, support the freedom movement everywhere you can.
To the horns. I think that would be awesome. Go Truckers, the hockey game's wicked. BC's having a second wave of Convoy this weekend. We love you and we thank you.
Get me in touch with Alex Jones. I'd like to report for him right now. I know he's looking for it. Somebody help me out. Get me in touch with Alex Jones and InfoWars. I want to report for them right now.
I know they're here to harass us, but hopefully they'll all get out soon. Yeah.
The truckers of Canada. The world is watching, everybody. Stay positive. Please stay positive. Do not listen to the confusion and the chaos. There is nothing legitimate that can muddy the waters in this. Again, we continue to report. We have talked to the OPP. We have talked to the Ontario Police. We have talked to Parliamentary Police. They are actually happy to be here and witness this. There is no confusion. There is no chaos. The truckers are fine. The supplies are moving in. There is more trucks and more people moving in at the same time as well, too. There is nothing to be paranoid about how this is all of a sudden going to just dissolve. This is not the way this is going. This is natural. This is instinct. This is just simply raw humanity engaging in their lives. Nothing more. Nothing less. And the sound of freedom is the sound of these boys right here. Please share this out, everybody. I know the world is starting to motivate in this direction as well, too. And please continue to do so. And stay positive. There's no racism. There's no hate. There's no division. The establishment has lost control.